Yes,
How
definitely.
to incorporate organic learning while living in cities.
Actually, uh, what is the life that you're living in the city? That is what you need to look at. If your life in the city is organic, then organic learning is very easy. What does the life involve? It involves cooking, eating, cleaning, having some fun time together, creating something. Learning is organic. There's no issue. If your life in the city is all about having this, having that, there is no hope, because you will be running after trying to get these material goods, while your child will be losing out on learning itself. So what is it that we have to define for ourselves? What is important? And if we decide that yes, I want organic learning, then we can slow our own lives down and be with our children, ensure that we are learning to cook with them, we are potting around, creating plants, having a small pet, anything. Because only when you engage with life, you understand sympathy, empathy, what is love, compassion. All this comes only by living it. You can't teach. Compassion is not a lesson that you can finish in a week or so. Compassion is an engagement with the emotional need of a child, and it has to be continuously nurtured. And the only way to nurture it is by experiencing it. So when the child receives compassion, it will be compassion.
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. Does teaching stories or Upanishads or even sciences which don't relate to daily life necessary?
Yeah. So if you're teaching stories, it's not worth it, because it means there's a moral at the end of it, and you are trying to, make something better out of your child. But if you're telling a story for the fun of it, trying to analyze the different characters in the story, trying to see, which is all our Panchatantra stories are about, trying to see, how different characters behave in different situations, becoming pragmatic and seeing that the world around us is these characters that are, playing in our environment all the time. These kind of stories are good. And actually, children create stories. Once you tell them one or two stories, I often tell parents that, see, the most important time that a parent and a child uh, interact is the time before the child sleeps. And therefore, it is important that that is the time when you put away everything and spend time with your child and talk to the child about what was their day like. They will tell you their story. What happened today? How did you feel? What would you like to change in today? What happened? What did you do? Would you like to change something? If you felt bad about it, shall we apologize tomorrow to that person? If you felt great about it, so what can we do to have a similar experience tomorrow? There is no better story than our own story.
Correct. Absolutely. Handling uncertainty of lives and how overcoming the thoughts about them for both as parent and kid. Because life is uncertain, right?
Yeah. See, actually, no kid has problems with uncertainty in life. Believe me. We give this fear to the child. Parents literally fill the child with these fears. The child by itself, if you have observed, I'm sure all of you have seen a baby. It's in the present moment. Every child is born like a Buddha. The child is living in the present moment, 100% mindful of what it is doing. It's not bothered what's happening. You can't distract a child who is breastfeeding. It's not possible. It's focused. The child is completely forgiving. You may, out of anger, whack the child also, but the child comes back to you. It doesn't take much time. Two children may have a fight. Within a few minutes, they're back together. So they are forgiving. They forget, there is no ego there. TK, it's okay, fine, They are not. So all these are aspects that they are born with. There is a lot of self-confidence. Each child feels so good about themselves. They are happy all the time. This is the profile of every child, whether they are special kids or they are normal kids or they are gifted geniuses, this being in the present moment and being completely happy is their ideal state of mind. What do we do as parents and as a society? We pick out each thing one by one. We pick out the happiness, we remove the mindfulness, we remove the forgiveness, and we don't let them forget their own mistakes. We don't let them forgive themselves. Where is the self-confidence left then? So I think all this, if I am an adult who has uh, feeling of uncertainty all the time, it's because I'm not living in the present moment. I'm worried about what's going to happen. If I'm in the present moment, I will be dealing with it right here and there. Okay, what's happening now? Let me face it. Tomorrow we will see tomorrow. There are so many these old adages. Cross the bridge when you come to it. Why to worry, 10 years before I have to cross that river. When you're there, you go cross it. Big deal. Now you can't even see the river, you can't even see the bridge. But you're all the time worried about. Is there a bridge? Even that may be a question. If there is no bridge, you will swim across. See, that is what this faith in our own purpose of life we don't have. We are always feeling that we are being manipulated by our environment. And we are afraid of that manipulation. That is the uncertainty. The minute we don't allow ourselves to be manipulated by the environment, that means you are here. I cannot do anything about what happened yesterday. I cannot do anything about what's going to happen tomorrow. Right now, what is the thing? Right now, maybe I'm looking at a human being and I feel that I want to talk to that person. Just go talk. Now you'll be worrying. What will that person think? Will that person accept my smile and greet me properly, or will that person say, by the time the person is gone, finished? So if you feel you want to talk, just say hi. Whatever that person will do is good. Either the person may respond or the person may just walk out. Both are good. Why should you feel let down because this person has not spoken to you? It's that person's loss, no? We should value ourselves. Okay, sorry, it's not written in your whatever, in your jadagam that you have to spend time with me. You don't have the fortune of spending time with me. Too bad for you, man. And if the person responds positively, great. I have the fortune of spending time with you. Why don't we allow things to happen rather than trying to make them happen all the time and being afraid of what is going to happen? So the only certain thing is the action. Just do it. Don't just think about it. Do it.